My phone was on mute the whole time. That's crazy. Hold on. Wait. All right. My fault. So I'm gonna start back. My retarded ass. That's funny. So I didn't mean to be. I'm sorry. That's my fault. So I'm gonna start back from the beginning. It's nothing crazy, nothing wrong. So I'm Gucci now. Thank you, boo. Thank you. So remember when I was telling you guys a few days ago that I seen someone and the person that spoke, and it was, a little conversation, nothing too crazy. Run it back. And so I seen them and I was shocked that they spoke and that I had a conversation. So today I seen them and I was like, hello, just, I'm acknowledging you. I see you. I think the polite thing to do would be to speak. Let me tell you something. My black ass got totally ignored. I was like, oh, that part. Temperature check. I see you. I got your energy. That's it. And I was a little surprised because in my mind, I would prefer to move forward with someone than to keep having all these backward steps. It is impossible for me to be kind and be polite and be genuine when someone is just not ready. And for whatever reason you are not ready, respectfully speaking, baby, I can't fix that. You know what I'm saying? I can't fix the way you feel about me, but I do believe a conversation can be had. And if I'm sitting there, I'm acknowledging your presence, and I know that you don't like me. I know you feel away, but out of respect for the child, I'm saying, hello, what did I do so wrong? And respectfully speaking, I can't continue to do that because then it's gonna come off as me kissing your ass. Excuse that. And I'm not doing that. Hello. And I'm not doing that. So, I got it, noted, and I'm leaving it alone. I can't. Excuse me for 1 second. Mhm. So, you know, there's nothing more I could do. As long as I know, I have tried to be polite. I have tried to be and show manners and maturity, and you not liking me. Whatever happens from now on, I have nothing to do with. I don't, and like I told my mother, I said, personally speaking, I would rather this person see me and just say nothing to me. Because respectfully speaking, if you fake the funk when there's no one around, why are you faking the funk when there are people around? I think it's rude. I see it, I caught it, and I'm gonna acknowledge it. So I'm gonna leave you be. So when I see you, I'm not going to speak. I'm just, again, respectfully speaking, because I'm not kissing nobody's ass. Respectfully speaking, I'm not doing it. You feel the way you feel. I really can't have a conversation with you because you still feel how you feel. And my mom was like, be careful because, they could be being phony. And I was like, mom, I kind of thought the same thing, but in my mind, I'm like, let's just move forward. You know what I'm saying? Because I've tried to sit down and have conversations with you, and it's gotten me nowhere. So I can't fix that. And I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I'm not trying to kiss somebody's ass. I'm not trying to show mannerisms no more, but I will show grace, and I will show common courtesy. And I would just prefer you say nothing to me because I just think that that's best. I'm not trying to be your friend. I'm not trying to be at the dinner parties. I'm not trying to come over for the holidays. It was just a common courtesy for my son to say, okay, my mom is being kind. I would rather just respectfully back away, and just not have anything to do with anything. And as long as I know I put my best foot forward and I genuinely and humbly tried and there was nothing left for me to do after that, everything else falls on you because I'm not doing it anymore. I'm like my son is 9. You gotta get over it. I mean, you don't have to get over it, but I'm not gonna kiss your ass. That's not happening. So when you see me outside somewhere and you speak respectfully speaking, I'm going to completely ignore you because I cannot tolerate no disrespect, but the ignorance. I can't deal with the immaturity. I can't deal with the fakeness and the phoniness. Respectfully speaking, you can keep that over your way. I don't want a parts of that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm good. Oof. I feel that there's only so much any person can try to get you to see, hey, I want to move forward in the right direction. I want to have good communication with you for the sake of the child, or I want to make sure that you can call me when something goes wrong, or vice versa. But at least there's an adult that I can speak to. And when I can't get that, I can't give you nothing. I'm really real tired. I hate when it happens. I just can't. And I'm not even being disrespectful, but again, this is my personal experience, and it's just like, what is the problem? I'm not bothering nobody. I'm not, you know, disrespecting anybody. I'm not going to nobody's home. I'm not trying to text nobody on the low or call nobody on the low. I do nothing. Like when I tell you guys, I genuinely leave people alone that don't want to be bothered. Cool. I don't have a problem with leaving somebody alone. I've never had that problem. So with me leaving you alone and you still being disrespectful or you still being phony, it gets me nowhere because I'm seeing like I see right through you. And again, I'm not being disrespectful, but this is just my personal experience with you. And I would just rather not. I would just rather move accordingly. I'm not gonna move how you move because you're showing immaturity, respectfully speaking. So I'm just like, you know what? I'm gonna pray for you. That's it. And I'm still going to continue to give grace and give common courtesy because I was raised, to be not an a-hole, respectfully speaking. I'm not gonna lie, that bus look like it is so damn cool on the inside. So it's like, I can't, I feel like I would be fighting a losing battle with trying to still show humbleness and just, politeness and kindness. And there's nothing else. My hands are tied. Hi, Bentley. There's nothing else for me to do. And I just refuse to let this, oh, thank you for, I refuse to let this drain me or worry me or stress me out. As long as I know my hands are clean, I'm not being disrespectful, and, I have done nothing wrong. My hands are clean. Listen, my hand is not in nobody cookie jar. You can't say I've done anything because I've done nothing. So, I don't know. As long as I know that I'm bringing the child over and, the child is clean and I'm, not bothering, not being disrespectful. Um, I'm not mad, I just see someone for who they are. And I appreciate it because when someone shows you who you are, you truly have to believe them. And in this sense, I've been trying to give this person the benefit of the doubt for years because of who they are. And I am going to gracefully bow out. And I'm going to humbly bow out. I'm not going to disrespect you. I'm not going to talk trash about you. I'm not going to get on here and call you all types of names. I'm not going to do none of that. But I will say I see you for who you are. So I'm going to respectfully, hello, my love. I'm going to respectfully bow out, gracefully bow out. There is nothing more I could do. There's nothing more I could do. There's nothing more I could say. There's nothing more I could give. There's nothing more I can take. And the tongue is powerful. It is. And that's why I'm choosing to continue to stay away, right? I am going to continue to stay away, keep dropping my son off, and just keep you know, picking him up, dropping him off, and that's it. Because I don't want to person anything that does go wrong. And I will never speak that, you know what I'm saying? I would never speak that. But people do have to understand that the way you treated me, somebody else is going to treat you that same way. And it's not for me to say, Lord knows it's not, because I'm not God. But I guarantee you, the same way you treated me, somebody's going to treat you. And I try to be, um, he's he's over there. He's over there. I just dropped him off. And when I seen the person, I acknowledged him, totally got ignored. Oh, hi, Noah. I said, oh, checkmate. I'm not seeing it here. Got it. I'm going to respect all the disrespect because my hands are clean. I'm not going to disrespect you. I'm not going to get in here and rah rah because I see you. I see you. You see me. And when I saw you, I acknowledged you, which I think is the adult thing to do. So when my hello got ignored, it's okay. I believe that when someone says hello to you, the common thing to do is say hello back. You know what I mean? And I didn't get it. And I'm not upset because I didn't get a hello. I'm just upset at the simple fact that you see me around others and you engage in a simple conversation. And then you see me by myself and you say nothing. Checkmate. Got it. You don't never have to worry about me speaking ever again. You don't never have to worry about me trying to engage in a conversation with you ever again. So I will leave it the way it is and I'm gonna leave it there. Oh baby, I'm definitely not crying over that. That ain't nothing to cry over, respectfully speaking, and it's not. Hold on, you guys. I'm gonna get out my car because I'm gonna want some of my mom's house. So we can still chop it up. Ow! This damn thing burnt the hell out of me. Please help my life. What I get for so good? Oh, need a minute. I need a minute, you guys. Give me 2 seconds. Oh, Lord. I'm thirsty. Father God on my soul. Okay, let it be. Comment says, let's see what y'all saying today. Let's see. The comment says, I hear you and I respect your vulnerability to be able to say that. Acknowledgement from those we invest love into her. Oh no, child, I don't love this person. Um, I technically speaking, I would have to love them because of that's what God would want me to do. And I am genuinely trying to go off of what God would want me to do. And I'm pretty sure God did not put me here to kiss nobody's excuse my French ass, which I'm not going to do because my mom and my daddy raised me right. Not saying that their parents didn't raise them right. I'm saying for me, speaking for myself, I'm not gonna do it anymore. There's nothing else for me to give. I'm not giving anymore. So I will continue to be kind to those who are kind to me, and I will continue to those alone who are not kind. And that's it. Now, if anybody has an issue or problem, now they cannot come to me. So I'm not going to let them. So, whatever issues you have now, I'm going to make you figure them out by yourself and fool yourself without my acknowledgement. So please, I wish you nothing but the best. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Sorry, guys. No, no, no. It's not. It's not. It's not with that gender. It's with a different gender. You guys, I'm trying to say something without saying something. So, um, I just don't appreciate the rudeness. And you know, I dropped my son off and I genuinely tell him, behave, don't give anybody a hard time, you know, be respectful. If you have something to say, you can say it, but it's the way you say it. So I've never told my son, I'll go over there and just be disrespectful and cause having and just destroy everything. I would never tell my son to do that. Never. Hello. I would never do that. So for me, having to see you who you are and how you are genuinely speaking and really wanting a better, really wanting a better communication with you, and just showing some type of forgiveness or some type of, you know, thank you, some type of maturity would have been a good way to start. I mean, my son is 9. So if you still feel a way about me and to me and respectfully speaking, it doesn't add up, you know. Your child is no longer with me and I wish them nothing but the best. I wish them nothing but blessings. But for you to now show that type of disrespect towards me, I have an issue and I'm just gonna give it to God and I'm gonna let it go. I've been polite, never been disrespectful. I acknowledge you because I seen you. That's how I was taught. No, even though I know how you genuinely feel about me and I know why, I'm still giving you that grace and that common courtesy to say hello because I see you. So of course I'm gonna acknowledge you. So when I get nothing back in return, then it becomes me kissing your ass and respectfully, I can't. I won't do it, but I will continue to let my son go. I don't want to take that from him. And I want him to have that relationship with his family because he should. He should know who his family is. And that's important to know, where he comes from and his ethnicity and, his people, which is cool. I would never take that from him because I think that that's important. But I don't have to deal with disrespect, and I'm choosing not to. So I will continue to stay away and I will continue to pray for you. There's nothing else for me to do, and as long as I know I've been nothing but kind and genuine and polite, my hands are clean. My hands are clean. Is your son at his or at school cousin or something? Oh, my son isn't in school. He's not with me. You're a good mom, don't worry about that. That's it. And that's why for me, when I'm able to have communication with anyone on his side of the family, I will genuinely take it as long as it's pure and I don't speak on his father, anymore. And I don't bother, but now that there's someone else now showing distance or disrespect towards me, there's an issue. And again, you feel how you feel about me, that's fine, but it's rude. It's really rude. It's not called for, and I don't appreciate it. I don't. So again, this is where I see you. My hands are clean, and I just wish you nothing but the best. And I'm gonna pray for you. Tonight I'm really gonna pray for you and just hope that you have nothing but blessings and happiness in your life. I mean that's all. That's it. I can't make you like me. I see I can't engage in a conversation. I see I can't do none of these things because you're gonna move different pertaining to your environment. You understand what I'm saying? I see it. You got it. That's it. But I will definitely continue to let my son go over there because he needs them, Bentley, cut it out. That doesn't even, respectfully speaking, make any sense because if someone speaks to you in a particular environment with others around and you're showing politeness, and then when you see me by yourself, you see nothing, there's no way someone isn't going to say, well, this is a little strange. You see me, I acknowledge you. I saw you and you see me. So, and it's not even that I'm offended by it, I'm just appalled by it because I saw you, you see me. So That's it. This is where my hands are just I'm out of it. My hands are tied. That's it. Oh, thank you. That was so kind. That was kind of kind of you to say. Because I am like super hungry. I left my freaking lunch at my house. Damn, I was to work. I was pissed. Uh, my food is for well, I'm probably not gonna eat until later on tonight. Probably when I get home around like maybe 10 tonight. I'll eat something, and that's pretty much it. No, I went to the first job from 9:30 to I'm sorry, from 9 to 1:30, and then I got my second job from 5 to 9:30. So it's funny. So I worked both jobs today. I'm at my mom's house for a little bit. Then I'm gonna head to work around maybe like 4. I'll leave at like 4. I'm gonna let my phone charge for a little bit before I get off of here. Thank you. Thank you. I genuinely want people to understand that if you done something wrong to somebody, right, and they decide not to speak to you, that's fine. But if you can have an adult relationship with a grandmother, a grandfather, an uncle, an aunt, a sister, a brother, whatever the case may be, and it's genuine, I would definitely say be able to have it and keep it because you're gonna need somebody to speak to that is an adult because you can't go through a child. You know what I'm saying? Because if you try to go through a child, that's just crazy. If you're sitting there and you hear me and you see me and you still go through them, that's ridiculous. Disrespectfully speaking, so if you can have some form of communication with anybody, I would say have it, keep it because your child still needs to know their other part of their family or the other half of their family, which is I would never take that from anybody. So I will always say if you can have it, keep it. I am so damn tired. I just got real tired. You looking nice, beautiful, honey. My heart is sweet for you. So not you saying I would definitely say, keep it if you can. I would never say kiss somebody's behind. I would never say that. But when you see something, right, and you want to give that person, a chance because you feel like that's the best thing to do, and you give them a chance and they're still just coming off as just negative, you gotta leave that alone. You gotta leave it alone because you just can't let that affect you. You know what I'm saying? Whoa, I got tired. Oh my, that's crazy. But I will always encourage for a mother and a father to be able to speak. That way, no one else has to be in it. So I would always want a mother and father to be able to find that, that common ground, find that common courtesy to where you both are healed. Because, even if you're not respectfully speaking, and I'm gonna keep it real with you guys, it's not fair to somebody else when they have to take the place of the parent because y'all two can't be two grown adults and just get along for the sake of the child. It's not fair to somebody else because that interferes with other people's lives and they might not do that. And again, I respect it. So I will always promote healthy communication between two parents. However it ended, whatever this person did, baby, y'all got a child together. So you gotta put your big girl drawers on. You gotta put them big boy boxes on and you're gonna have to face each other. I mean, in my case, I've been blessed not to have to do that. And this is why I'm saying what the hell? Oh, some people are just stubborn, just keep saying hello. That's it. And in my case, and this is why I'm saying this, because in my case, I will never speak to this person again. Right? So this is why I will have no problem with promoting something that is healthy, something that is, that could be normalized, something that can help your child. Because if, like I said, you guys before, if both parents are on the same page and a child comes to you, they gonna know, all right, well, let me not go to my dad because my mom already said no. And I know that they tag team. So when you have that, thank you. When you have that with two parents, even if they, and sometimes you get two parents who don't get along, can't stand each other, but when it comes to their child, they buckle down. And all that BS that they went through, they let it go. You know what I'm saying? And again, in my case, I don't have that. That's why I will always whatever I don't have, I will always promote it for somebody else because I want better for you guys. I want you guys to be able to have that common courtesy, have that foundation, have that relationship to just be like, okay, we went through what we went through, but you are our child. You're not gonna walk all over me. You're not gonna walk over your father. Like you're just not gonna do certain things. You know what I'm saying? So when you have that, oh baby, you got it. And then that's where I say, don't let somebody come in and mess it up. Like if you get a significant other or she gets a significant other, don't let them come in and be like, oh, well, you can talk to this person no more. Well, then you can leave because this is my child's father. So I'm going to have to speak to him. Or this is my child's mother, so I'm going to have to talk to her. However you feel, respectfully speaking, I'm not going to stop being a parent because how you feel. I didn't lay down with you. Okay, I laid down with her and had a baby, or I laid down with him and had a baby. You're not finna come in and mess up nothing. We got a foundation. Okay, we have a child. That's it. This boy or this girl is on the right path. They're going somewhere with their life. So I'd be damned if I let, excuse me, your feelings affect what my parenting. And it's good over this way. Bye. You gotta go. The hell? I'm not dealing with that. Let me tell you something. Don't let, I'm telling you, because once you come in and you let somebody mess it up, yo, everything starts falling apart. Like everything literally starts falling apart, and you're like, well, damn, why is this happening? Well, I don't know. Maybe if you look in the goddamn mirror, maybe you would figure it out. The hell is wrong with you? Let me tell you something. If I had good communication and a man tried to come in and say I couldn't hit the dough, because you not finna mess up nothing that's over this way. Like I'm raising a boy to be a man, I'm a woman. You understand what I'm saying? So if you think that you finna sit up here and try to run this, oh baby, you gonna run your ass to the tracks and keep running. If I have that really good communication, that bond, that good co-parenting, I'm not gonna let somebody come in and mess that up for me. But not only for me, but most importantly for my son. You know what I'm saying? No, I don't do the science thing. I was born December 13th. I don't know what that is. I don't do the science stuff. I apologize. Yes, I'm switching topics of conversations. But seriously, when you got that, keep it. Because I'm telling you, in the long run, like I promise you, your child will thank you. Because some women put the guy first and some guys put the girl first. I mean, it goes for both parties, not just one. It goes for both parties, but you gotta think about it. You gotta put that child first, okay? Because you grown and he grown. So at the end of the day, y'all still raising someone to become grown. Like, so you gotta think about it. If I'm grown and if he grown and there's a child in the middle, who do you think is gonna get hurt? Not you, not him, because y'all done already hurt each other. It's the child that's gonna get hurt. When someone could take them out of it, take their feelings out of it, right? Just take y'all from out of the whole equation. Put the child first, and I'm pretty sure whatever happened, y'all both gotta let it go. Focus on the child. I mean, I'm not sitting there saying y'all gotta be best friends and y'all gotta have conversations and y'all gotta kiki hee ha when you see each other. Y'all don't even gotta talk. You know what I'm saying? But when you see the child or you see something is wrong, it is a blessing when both parents that come together, have a conversation, get their child back on the right path. Because again, you grow, he grow. Y'all are raising this child to be a decent person in this world. So y'all don't get hurt, the child gets hurt. I'm not putting no man for my son. And I'm gonna keep it all the way real with you guys. And this may sound crazy. As much as my son's father hate me, can't stand me, don't like me, whatever. I would never put a man before him. You know why? Because if he says something with his son, I'm gonna hold him down to what he wants for his son. You understand what I'm saying? I would never let another man come in and disrespect him. Because now you gotta go through me because you're not gonna disrespect the father of my child. Okay? I don't even want to disrespect the father of my child. You know what I'm saying? So if you thought you was gonna come over here around, oh, but you get the fuck out, not mine, not mine, because at the end of the day, that's still his father. I would be a damn fool if I sit up there and let somebody disrespect that man. Knowing that this is the man that laid down and had a child, but I'm not gonna let nobody disrespect him. No. And it's not even, oh my goodness, she love him. I have to have respect. Well, I mean, I don't have to have respect for him, but I'm going to respect him. Even though he don't like me, whatever the case may be, I'm cool with it, and I can speak on it because he don't, right? And I'm not bashing, and I know he would be pissed if he's seeing this, but sorry. But I would never let nobody disrespect me. That's just the way that I am. Even though I don't bother, I don't text, I don't call, I pray for you. I'm still not gonna let nobody come in and disrespect you because I laid down and had a baby with you. There those emotions were there. My heart was there. My love was there. I can't let and like when I care about somebody, I'm not gonna come in and let nobody disrespect them. I don't give a damn how me and you ended, what no we ended on. I'm not doing it. Like I'm not gonna let nobody be disrespectful because it is rude. It is so rude to just let somebody do that. You know what I'm saying? I don't agree. I don't agree to the disrespect. Don't disrespect my child's father because baby, you're gonna have to hear my mouth. And I don't think he wants to. And I don't think he wants to. So no, you just I just personally I like I promise you because and on top of that is irritating. Like why are you saying something about this man who has nothing to do with you? Mind your business. Like if I'm on the phone with him talking about our child, when I get off, don't ask me, oh, but what did he say? Don't worry about what he said. This is not your child, this is his child. I'm having a conversation with him, sweetheart, not you. Okay. And if he's or when he's not around and if I need you to do something and you cool with it, you cool with it. You understand what I'm saying? If he can't do it and I'm like, hey babe, can you pick, no up from such and such because his father can't do it. I would never say the reason why, but can you do it? Yeah, I got you. That's all it needs to be. That's it. You don't need to ask me nothing further. That's it. You don't you no. Like you don't need to know nothing else. Is just it. Just leave it there. And if he couldn't do it now, I'm calling you to see if you could do it. And I believe that I should always be able to go to him first because that's his father. You understand what I'm saying? So, I personally would never want him to feel like he's second to a man because that's still his father. You understand what I'm saying? Like it's just some type of common courtesy and some type of respect and some type of dignity that should still be given. You know what I'm saying? So maybe that's just me. I don't know. 599% women like you. Because every woman, and this is my thing, every woman isn't the same and every man isn't the same. And let me say something. You got some men that will not let you disrespect the mother of their child. You try that shit, if you want to, they cuss your ass the fuck out. They cuss you on the quickness. Oh, I think you, like they will, especially when it comes to man and child. Just like if you do something to a woman or a child in jail, well, not in jail. Like if you do something and then like the men in jail find out, good luck. They said I'm about a woman and a child. Men don't pay. Listen. And it's not even that I'm gonna say it like this. I don't believe it's still because that you love the person. You could just have love for the person. And it's the difference between, all right, I don't love you no more, but I still got love for you, because you're my child's mother, you're my child's father. So I'm still going to give you that. Only because you are that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to sit up here and sneaky link with you and call you on the low and be like, oh my goodness, what you doing tonight? Oh, is she around? Like it's never none of that. You know what I'm saying? But it's just about the title, you're the child's mother, you're the child's father. Give them that. If you give them nothing else, give them that. My thing is, don't take the child away from the mother or the father. You understand what I'm saying? Because I did that, right? Let's keep it about. I did that. It got me nowhere. And then when I seen, okay, I gotta take me out of it. I gotta take my emotions out of it because mine don't matter no more. It's about my child. Oh my goodness. Like I was like, oh, dummy, why didn't you do this before? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, what up, though? So it's like when you get there, when you have that sense of maturity, you will be thankful that even though, y'all may have gone through something, y'all may have gone through something, or y'all may have argued or fuss, or whatever the case may be, let it go. You both lay down, you both had a baby. It's literally about the child. And you gotta think about it like this, right? The child ain't gonna be a baby forever. Y'all don't gotta even again, you don't have I don't have to see you every day. I don't have to I don't gotta be your best friend. I'm not trying to be your best friend. I'm not trying to sleep with you. I'm not trying to text you. Like, it's just for the sake of the child. That's literally it. Like, there could still be some type of boundaries that can be set between my child's father and my man. You know what I'm saying? Or my child's father and my mother, like my child's father and my sister. There's still boundaries from anybody pertaining to any relationship. Like I told you guys, I would never let somebody come in and be disrespectful because that's not appropriate. It's inappropriate, especially respectfully speaking. If I'm not asking you to do something and I'm asking him, it's not your business. Don't worry about it. It has nothing to do with you. Now, if I ask him and he says, nah, he can't, cool. Then I'm calling you, hey, can you ABT XYZ 1 2 3? If you say yeah, cool. But my thing is leave it there. You know what I'm saying? Don't ask me, oh well, why couldn't he do it? If that's how you're moving, then I'm gonna tell you forget it. And I'm gonna tell you, you can hit the door because don't question me. And I feel like if a lot of people, and I'm just being so honest, if a lot of people would just stop talking about their child's mother in a disrespectful manner or their child's father in a disrespectful manner for their new significant other, I believe that the co-parenting will work beautifully. As long as y'all see it ain't nothing on no crazy type of nonsense or she ain't calling at 12 o'clock in the morning or none of that. And it's strictly about the child, leave it there. Like, mind your business. Because respectfully, when you have a child with him, God forbid, if it don't work out, now you're gonna see how she felt. Because then you may have to go through the same thing she went through, or you may have to go through the same thing he went through. You have to be careful. Learn your boundaries, learn your place when it comes to somebody else's child. If if I get with somebody or eventually when I do, I'm definitely gonna set boundaries. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely gonna set boundaries, 100%. Well, I can't set boundaries because we don't talk. We don't talk. It's like, and it's crazy because the last person that was liking me, never forget it. This man asked me, "Hello." He said, "Oh, give me a second. I'm answer that. Hold on." He said to me, something, something, your child's father. I said, respectfully speaking, I'm afraid just like this. His father is in his life. That is it. I'm not getting to know him. I'm getting to know you. So let me and you stay on me and you. This was the gentleman that had passed away. And he respected it. He respected it, and I was very grateful and very humble. And Alexander said, "But what if you are married? You can still set boundaries. You can set boundaries. You can still set boundaries if you're married. You definitely can." And I still don't believe that your husband needs to know everything, and only because it's still not his father, her mother. Again, if you guys are married, right, and you guys set the boundaries, y'all got married for a reason because there was no bullshit. You understand what I'm saying? So there's a reason why you got married. You love each other, cool. But you didn't have to go through no bullshit with baby mama drama or baby daddy drama. Like, you didn't have to go through none of that because those boundaries were already set in place for you guys to be able to move on, be happy, not have any drama, and be able to get married and be happy with each other. But the boundaries are still set. Of course, the husband comes first, but that's your husband. That's your husband. That's fine. I'm not gonna sit up here and tell my husband, "Oh well, my son's father called me and said that he's gonna come get him." No, because he can just come get him. I mean, so if you're married, your son and my kids with you are separated. No, but I want more kids, but then I'm like, I need, because this is my theory. I'm gonna put it to you like this. I don't think I should have said what I just said because I think that sounded crazy what I said. Because I just said I'm gonna call it out. I just said that you shouldn't have to tell your husband, well, his father is gonna come get him. That sounds a little retarded. So I'm gonna backtrack. You should be able to. You should. I'm sorry. Let me backtrack because I caught that. I'm like, wait a minute, that don't even sound right. You should be able to tell your husband, yes, his father is coming to pick him up. I apologize. I should have said that. What I was trying to say was, excuse that. So don't cuss me out. Let me let me fix it. Because I know somebody on here gonna be like, oh no, she didn't. And they're gonna blow this stuff up. But no, I don't think that when you are on the phone, let me rephrase what I'm saying, right? Oh, that's where I'm trying to get at. I'm sorry. That's what I'm trying to get at. Bentley said, what if the husband don't want you talking to your ex? That's not gonna happen because that will always be his father and that will always be his mother. You understand what I'm saying? So if you feel like, again, if that's how you feel, there's no way I'm gonna be married to you because Again, if I want to be able to speak to my son's father, I would tell my husband, excuse me, not my husband, but if we were in that dating phase, I would tell him, again, I'm coming in hot as a train. I would tell him, this is my son's father. I need you to understand that I still have to be in communication with him because he is my son's father. And if a man cannot respect that and will not respect that, you have to go because I can't stop my communication with my son's father for how you feel. And that may sound crazy, but I'm not gonna do that. If this man is a good man in my son's life and he ain't never do nothing and he ain't never disrespected me or nothing like that, you can't come in and stop that. Now, in my case, I don't have none of that. So you know what? I'm fine. But everything isn't for everybody to know. You know what I'm saying? So if I have a conversation with my ex about my child, my husband don't need to know my conversation about what it is because it's about our son. You know what I'm saying? I just certain things I do feel, you pick and choose your battles wisely. So if that's not something that you gotta nitpick at every time I'm on the phone with him and it's not like it's some long ass conversations or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? It's hey, are you coming to get him? Sure. Hey, can you send him money for soccer? Yo, sure. Like just something simple, something small. Right? If you see that there's nothing going on, and if you see, she hasn't changed, she's still for you, cool. Now, if you start seeing things that are a little different, then as a man, not even just as a husband, I would be like, yo, what's going on? Because I'm starting to see, there's a difference. The phone calls are longer. I mean, like, what if you see a difference? Then I would be like, all right, cool. Then it's fine to speak up. But if it's a simple hey, he has a class project. Can you make sure it get done? Yeah. Like I don't even tell my husband, oh, I had to call him and tell him make sure you get the class project done because that responsibility should not be on my husband. It should be on you because you are the child's father. So why should my husband have to sit up here and make sure something is done when he has a father? And it's like I don't want to put none of that on him. Why? What? I thank you. I don't have a problem with it because they were together before we got together. That part. I'm confused. I couldn't trust that as your husband. You don't have to trust it. But that's my thing though. So if you don't trust me, I'm not gonna be your wife. Let me tell you again, the boundaries will already be set. And this I'm gonna keep it a buck with you guys. I never want to put my child's father's responsibilities on my husband because it is not his child. There's no reason why, and I'm gonna keep it a buck. I would have to ask my husband, "Hey, can you make sure something get done?" When I can ask his father, "Can you make sure it get done?" That's his responsibility. Certain things for my husband, and I get it. I'm married. I'm a union. I'm one, and I get that. But I would feel crazy if I have to always go to my husband with something. I would feel away because I'm like, damn, I wouldn't want my husband to feel a type of way. Like are you up to KB? I understand that because in a marriage or relationship, if you don't have trust, you don't have anything. And that's what I'm saying. Like I would never, and I get it, like once I get married or oh, you're welcome. But like once I get married, I just feel like certain responsibilities still should not be on my husband. Now, mind you, if this man says to me, I'm your husband, okay, don't hide nothing from me, whatever you need, I got you, right? Cool. But I would just feel away because I always say that the responsibility should be on the parents of that child. Now, I'm not saying I can't go to my husband and say, "Hey, babe, can you do this for him or can you do that for him?" I'm cool. Pretty sure that I can. I'm pretty sure that I can. My thing is, I'm sure that I can do these things with my husband, right? Cool. But I don't want to put that on my husband when when I have the father of my child that's there. So my thing is, why put that on him when it's not technically speaking his responsibility? Now, if he says, you know what, or then I feel like it's a difference because then I would have to go, the responsibility on me, baby. Don't worry about where you at. Don't get, no, you're right. I'm here as long as we can communicate. This is my thing. I would feel, and again, I don't want to say it's his responsibility, but if I'm married and I say to like, let's say if I say to my child's father, hey, Noah has the school project coming up, can you make sure something get done? He has 2 weeks to get it done. And I see in a week it's not done. I was so crazy, and I'm gonna keep it a buck. Having with my husband saying, "Hey, babe, Noah has a project, and it was due in 2 weeks." And I asked his father, "Can he do it?" But he didn't do anything. I feel like, in that sense, I'm starting something because I'm bashing this man when it's not called for. If I see that something isn't done now, let's say, if I got to go to work, and I say, "Hey, babe, can you please make sure that this gets done?" Cool, right? And he'd be like, "Oh, I got you," right? I would just say, "Hey, babe, Noah has a project in a week, and I have, my work schedule is kind of tight. So can you please make sure that he gets it done?" And if he says, "Yeah, I got you," right? In that sense, I don't feel that I should then say, "Oh, because his father didn't." Oh, or I feel like I shouldn't be like, "Oh my goodness, I asked his father, and his father didn't do it, and this happens every." I'm not doing all of that. I'm not doing that. Because if I ask my husband and he says cool and it gets done, I don't even gotta say nothing else. Because my husband made sure that I got done. Pick and choose your words carefully. Because you can stop a lot of bullshit with just saying, "Hey babe, no, I have a project during the week. Can you please make sure that it gets done?" There's no reason for me to then go into details and say, I got this, sorry, I didn't, and make sure that he got it. I'm not doing none of that. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. There's no need for me to speak on something that I see has not gotten done. So I'm gonna X that out. "Babe, I need you. My work schedule was tight. Can you ABC XYZ 1 2 3?" "Yeah, I got you." "All right, cool. Project gets done, he gets an A." I didn't even have to say why. Now, if he asks why, then that's a different story. If he says, "Hey, well, wasn't this project due in 2 weeks? What's going on?" Okay, then that's when I would say, "You know what, babe? I asked his dad, can he do it? And I seen that it wasn't getting done. And, I'm gonna leave it there. I'm not even gonna worry about it because I'm asking you, can you please do it for me?" I just it's just the wording. It's just the wording of things and the way you word things. And I'm pretty sure being in a marriage is tough, when you have kids and things like that. Um, Whatever works for you works for you. Again, I'm totally for family. I'm totally for communication. Whatever, and sometimes you have, significant others who get along with, the husband or the new significant other or whatever the case may be. And, they can, have conversations about the child together. That's a blessing. I would never take that. But if I know that I can cut something from, or if I know that I don't got to start a fire, baby, I'm going to put it out. I don't want to start a fire. I just want to keep the fire out. So if I can worsen, and it's not even to be funny or shady, nothing like that. Now, if the project gets done and then my husband says, "Hey, wasn't this doing 2 weeks? What was going on?" Then I would say, "Babe, it was supposed to get done, but, I seen that his father wasn't helping with it. So, I'm asking you, and I really don't want to make nothing into something because what needed to be done got done. The focus is what needed to be done got done. You got it done. I asked you, can you get it done? You made sure it got done. I would not want to make my husband feel no type of way, but I wouldn't want to lie to my husband either because I feel like there's two ways that conversation could go. He can either say, "You know what? You should have told me 2 weeks ago," or he can say, "I got you." But see, now my thing is, if you say, "Well, you should have told me," then it's like now nothing is turning into something because the bigger picture is the project got done. Project got done. I would leave it there. Like, baby, the project got done. And I would never want a man to feel like I'm lying to him, I'm trying to sugarcoat something. I would just want to keep the fire out. So I would just word things not to be funny or like nothing like that, but just to keep the fire down or just to keep the fire out? Yeah. Well, I would be there for the long run regardless because I love you. I'm just saying, sometimes you gotta just be careful with how you say something because people don't understand that when you say something, you can start something, right? And all it takes is what you say and it's go time. So it's like I would want to pick and choose my battles carefully because I wouldn't want to start something when I know I can be careful with how I say something, the tone, the body language, the energy, the aura, like all of those things can be calm if you just have self-control. And this is where for my fellas, I'm gonna say you can have emotional intelligence, keep it cute. And sometimes it's just better to just keep it mute. If you get to the point where there is marriage, then he knows going and what his part is and his responsibility is, and be willing to do anything for you and your son, no matter what. I agree to that. But still, though, certain things you don't have to fuel the fire to. You don't got to keep throwing the wood in there to keep the fire burning. You can douse it out. I hear that, and I'm never saying that I can't go to my husband. What I'm saying is for certain things I shouldn't have to go to my husband. Right? Now, again, if I do have to go to my husband, then that's fine. But if I can word something to keep the fire down, I'm going to keep the fire down. Now, I would never be afraid to go to my husband, of course not, but I don't want to add fuel to the fire. You know what I'm saying? So I will always be able to go to my husband 100%. But I just feel that certain things should not be his responsibility because I am the mother, he is the father, right? And then I would do, same thing with his child. I'm still mommy to both children, and I still got to deal with both men. Of course, like one is my husband, and then the other is not, my husband. He's just the father of my child. And for me, respectfully speaking, I know that I would never, like, he would never meet my significant other, and I'm again completely blessed and humble with that. So I think it's really just about wording, honestly. Like if I got to go to my husband and explain something to him about something that's not being done, again, I would word it carefully because then I wouldn't want to get him upset and say things like, "Oh, well, this is his responsibility." I just I wouldn't want to deal with that. Like I would just want to come in and just be humble. You know what I mean? Like I would just want to be like, "All right, let me just be humble about this. Let me just word this carefully because." And again, I'm not saying don't hide nothing from your husband. I'm not saying that, right? Don't hide nothing from him. Don't lie to him. Don't do none of that, right? Would you let your husband know you're talking to your son's father? If it's my son's father, I would say, "Hey, babe, I gotta take this call because my son's father is calling me." Now, if it's a quick, uh, I'm a cash app and money for school. I'm a cash app and this and that. I don't gotta tell my husband that my son father on cash app me for his trip or something like that. Like I don't gotta do none of that. Now, as long as the money is going to him and he's doing the things that he's saying, and me and my husband are still fine. Me and my husband are still fine. But I don't have a problem with saying, "Hey, babe, my son's father's calling. Give me a minute." For me, it's just about wording, right? Because when you become married, that's a whole different thing. Boundaries should have been set, communication should have been had, understanding should have been had, all the fussing and fighting should have already been had. So, when you get to marriage, it's a whole lot different than I'm just dating. Baby. Them vows before God and your family, you better withhold that. If you want that foundation, if you want that family, baby, you better hold it together. Ooh. If your husband wanted to adopt your son and take his last name, would you be okay with that? If my child's father wasn't doing what he was supposed to do, and my son said, "Mom, I'm okay with it," and I see that this is a good man, absolutely. Absolutely, 100%. I would definitely let him do it. Because again, I'm not going to stop my son blessing because how I feel. It's not my place to stop that. Absolutely. If a really good man come in and I see this is a man, I'm gonna step back. I'm gonna let you be a man. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let you be a man. If my son says, "Mom," I really look at him as a father figure, and I really like, him being a man and the things he teaches me and the things, he does for me and the way he guides me as a man and the conversations me and him have, cool. Because remember, my son is 9, so he's getting older. So if he says, "Ma, I want it," baby, I'm not gonna stop it. I'm not gonna stop it. I'm not gonna stop that. I believe in that. I genuinely do believe that if you got a good ass man in your life and he wants to adopt your child because the father isn't doing his part, baby, you better let that man be a man to that child, and even when it comes to chastising him, he could just have those conversations with him man to man, and you in the long run, you will be thankful because having a man, raise your child who's a good man, God fearing, respectful, honest, all these things, baby. Don't stop that. Don't stop. Listen, let that man be a man. And even if your child's father and your husband could get along, they could, hey, how you doing? Dap it up, whatever. I'm not saying they gotta be best friends, but it's common courtesy for the sake of the child. I don't stop that either. Dap each other up. You know what I'm saying? And listen, if it works, it works. I tell people all the time, whatever works for you, your family, your household, your foundation, your stability, your legacy, let it work for you. I may move different. I may think feel different. I may think different. I may feel different. I may move different. But my thing is respectfully, don't judge me because how I move because you don't agree because I wouldn't judge you because how you move. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I think different. Yeah, I move different. Yeah, I feel different. But then that's a conversation for me and my significant other to have to see if that's what me and him are okay with. But I'm just saying what I personally would do. And I'm just answering the question. So I don't want nobody to get on him like, oh my goodness, she don't know what she's talking about. That's just me. You know what I'm saying? I'm charging my phone and stuff. If I gotta go to work because I'm gonna leave there like 4:20, 4:25, something like that. I'll leave. I'm gonna get off in about maybe like 11 minutes. I'll get off here so I can let my phone and stuff charge before I go to work. I feel like when you married, there's a whole difference. You're just a smart young lady. Oh, thank you. But then I feel that, and I don't want nobody to think I'm being disrespectful, but I feel like when you got a man that's controlling and insecure, and I'm not even trying to be disrespectful to none of my fellas, but starting to know there's a lot of goddamn minutes. The secure like, bro, you good or not? Like, what the f- is the problem? Like, yo, you straight? Like, what happened? Because I mean, if you got a man and he get mad when you talk to another man, something's wrong with you. Ugh. And I tell people all the time, baby, I can't read your mind. So if I don't know, oh, I was just talking about you in the car. I was like, oh, you got stuff. I was like, oh my goodness, hi, double B. Every time I charge my watch here, I always forget it. Never fails. Never, 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 never fails. Ah, what's in front of us? Oh, y'all, y'all saw me having to jump through the window. So what happened was my uh my key fob had died. They just had to switch the battery, and it's fine. Cause listen, oh, you see, you must have seen that one when I was jumping through my car window. Oh my goodness, that is the problem got fixed. The problem definitely got fixed. So it got fixed. Oh, okay. So double B, let me ask you. See what I'm saying? It's such a habit of me doing this now. It's crazy. And I'm not even on me. So double oh, wait, Bentley has a question. What's up? What's up, B? Not me. Oh, goodness, y'all, I'm a mess today. I'm a mess today. I'm sorry. I apologize. Double B, you gotta go back. You gotta watch this. Oh, when you going to start dating? Let me tell you something. I don't have time to date. I don't. Like, I genuinely don't have time to date because of my work schedule. And y'all gotta understand, I keep telling y'all, I'm never gonna go in. I'm never gonna go in dating someone knowing that I can't give a man quality time. Listen, right now my ass is tired. Okay? So I'm even trying to get a little catnap in before you even gotta go to work. And I don't want nobody to feel like I'm never gonna start dating because eventually I will. You know what I'm saying? But I wanna make sure that I can give some type of quality time because it's not fair for somebody to come in and I gotta work 2 jobs and I gotta drop my son off to taekwondo and I gotta pick him up and I gotta bring him to school and I can't do something because I gotta help him with homework or I gotta help him study or I gotta um be a what's the name on a trip. It just I have a lot going on right now. And I would be so wrong if I bring a man into this right now. And knowing I can't give this man 5% of me. I'm not gonna come in asking a man for A, B, C, X, Y, Z, one, two, three, knowing I can't give this man not near what he's asking me for. It's not fair to him. For future reference, the key fob has a key inside of you can slide it out and use the turn off alarms. Listen, I was gonna YouTube it, but I was like, you know what? Both of the key fobs were dead, so I would have had to get a change anyway. Thank you. I will mental check. Keep that in mind. Which I pray to God it don't die because I just got the battery switch. Now I know my number is 1620 for my car. For my key fob is 1620. I mean, I'm not focused on dating. Like I feel like I have, and I'm not saying that I never want to date. Eventually, it'll happen. And again, like the right man come along, I will definitely make the time for it, but he gotta understand, like I'm really trying to work for this. So we gonna have to do something on like a Saturday because you're not gonna be to work both jobs on Sunday. Get you right first, then get into a relationship. That part. And it's so funny because I was actually talking to the person that I want to do a podcast with, right? And he was like, you're a beautiful young lady, you're very independent. He was like, you work 2 jobs and you're a good mom. He said, but in a sense that can actually be a defect. And I was like, I know because I come off as too independent to where I don't depend on anybody. And like I told you guys, like that would be hard for me to get into that. I would want to, yes, but I have to be very honest. I don't think I will ever be able to not be independent because I will always think to myself, what if this don't work? I don't want to get a sense of comfortability of calling on a man when now I don't have this man. Now I got to figure out things by myself. So I will be very honest with you. The guy I'm dating. So hold on, y'all. That's why you need to date to give up some of the. It's not stress. It's never stress. It's never stress. It's never stress at all because I work the way I work, so I don't. And I tell people all the time, I would rather have to be concerned about who gonna pick my son up than worry about how I'm gonna pay a bill. So I would rather have that type of concerns on my mind than, oh my goodness, my rent coming up. I don't know how to pay it, or my car insurance is up and I don't know how to pay it. I would rather be financially okay and just have to be concerned about, oh my goodness, well, he can't go to class today. So, he gotta make it up. There are certain things I would rather be okay with being concerned about, and other things is just like, oh my goodness, what am I gonna do? So um hi, CeeLo. I definitely will always be a proud working woman. I'm never gonna sit there and say, "Oh, I'm a woman, so I shouldn't be working." Them bills don't say, "Oh, you're cute, so you don't gotta pay me." No, it don't work like that. You know what I'm saying? So, are you gonna eat? I don't eat cornbread. I hate cornbread. With a I hate cornbread. I do not eat collard greens. I do not eat macaroni and cheese. I do not eat cabbage. I do not eat beans and rice. I do not do barbecue sauce, ketchup, mustard, relish. I don't do coleslaw. I don't do none of that. I don't do ribs. I don't do none of that stuff. None of it. You need a podcast because you wrote that part. That part, Bentley. That part. Eh, that part. I mean, I don't eat cabbage. I don't eat black eyed peas. Somebody so I like baked foods. Like I like grilled chicken, salad, lettuce, tomatoes, cucumbers, mango, cantaloupe. I like things of that nature. For soul food, I'm straight. I don't eat lobster. I don't eat crab. I don't do shellfish. I don't do what the hell you call them things? Clams. I don't eat a lot of stuff. Give me some chicken nuggets and fries. You got me all day. I am a chicken nuggets and fries girl. Yo, I can eat a whole bag of potatoes by myself and gain. No way, that's crazy. So the education you had, did you get a good job? It did. It did. And I do know that I can go further, but right now I'm at a halt because my son is young and he has school and he has like, taekwondo. So there are certain things that I would like to pursue that right now I just can't do it, right? And I'm never gonna say I can't. I'm always gonna say it's just come so hard. As he gets older, I'll be able to pursue these things more. You know what I'm saying? Like he'll be able to be home by himself and things of that nature. So I'm at my mama house. Hi, hello. I'm gonna get off in 10 minutes. See, there I go. Hey Siri. I'm smacking Siri. Okay, it's 3:30. I'll get up at 3:45. So I got 7 minutes. I'll grab my phone. But yeah, just because my son is young right now. And it's crazy because again, this is I'm not mad. You know what I'm saying? I'm genuinely not mad at nobody because I can't work the way that I want to work, or I can't do the things I want to do, or I can't date the way I want to date. I'm not mad at nobody for none of that. It is what it is, and I will tell you guys, if my social life has to suffer because I'm a mother first, I'm fine with it. Like it genuinely does not bother me. Listen, I'm on borrowed time anyway, so what the hell? Like I personally never want to be intimate unless I am married. So there's just a lot of things that just like, yeah, somebody's not gonna deal with me. Nobody's gonna deal with me for quite some time. And I don't want to have any type of intimacy, excuse me, with anybody until I'm married. Like I don't want to be, you know what I'm saying? Like I just know, like there has to be a ring on his finger. There has to be something. Like I want a family. I want a foundation. Like I genuinely want these things. And if you cannot give them to me, I'm not gonna waste my time and give you me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not doing it. He said no bedroom action until married. Huh? Yes. I'm not doing none of that. Because show me that I'm not just that. You got to show me I'm more because I know I'm more. But now, as a man, I need you to show me that you can wait and you can hold off. Just wait for me because I'm waiting for you. I mean, I've been celibate for like 9.5 years, going on 10. Read my last comment. Oh, damn, you wrote something. I didn't even see it. You wrote something. Oh, get you right first, then get into relationship. That was the last one I seen, Double B. Don't get me wrong, I got me right. I just don't got my goddamn schedule right. Yes. Um, going on 10, like 10 years, because my son is 9. Y'all gotta think my son is 9. So I haven't dealt with a man in that long. I don't want to. I'm not ready. No, it's one. After that, I didn't see no comment after that. I see you said read my last comment. I see Bentley. It says this message is held for review. Big D, where you from? Bin Laden. Hello, beautiful. Looks big. You have nice house. CeeLo said, "Let her live her life." Double B said, "Get you right first and get into relationship." Unless it was, for future references, the key fob has a key inside of it, so you can slide it out and use it to turn off your car to start your car. Hey, guys, did everything go good with your car? That's the only one I see. Unless the message that you sent, they took that one off. Because it does say that there's a message that's held for review. So I don't know if that was the message that you sent after that one. But other than that, I don't see like whatever one you have wrote after. I don't see that one. I don't see it. Am I slow? Like I don't see it. Oh, can you rewrite it? Because for some reason I don't see it. Okay, when it says read my last comment before that, it says this Big D said, where you from? And then it says this message is held for reviews. Excuse me, for a review. So I don't know if that was the comment that you sent and they just blocked it, but you said that it's still there. I don't see it. So if you can just send it again, I would gladly appreciate it if you want to. If not, I totally understand. I don't know what it was. And I don't want it to like stuff to irritate you. And I'm not trying to be embarrassed on here sounding crazy and looking crazy. See, it says this message is held for a review. So I don't know if you're trying to send it. Oh no, that says Jay was hidden by me. Who the hell is Jay? I don't even know. No offense, but I don't even know. See, there I go doing this again. It's crazy. Any new people in your circle or friends or the same old, same old. I'm not against meeting new people, but I have my friends, I'm fine with those friends. I'm never against, meeting new people, but my friends are my friends. I'm cool with that. Oh, you guys, I gotta go in like a few minutes, but I gotta leave soon to go to work. I gotta go soon. So I pretty much have the same circle. I'm so hungry. I'm tight that I really left my food at my mom's house, at my house in the refrigerator. You open up- what? What the hell? I don't know if I'm gonna come back on here because I gotta be to work tomorrow at 7 o'clock in the morning. They know I gotta be at his doctor's appointments for his test. I got a long ass day ahead of me tomorrow. Oh, my. Like I just remembered. Oh, Jesus, help me, please, God. Because tonight there is a conversation that I want to have with you guys. So I don't know if everybody's gonna be back. I don't know. I don't know, because I think that I might end up just going to bed tonight. I might just end up going to bed tonight, y'all, because I'm already tired as it is. Double B, I need to know if you are still writing what you're saying. Well, enjoy your day at work. Thank you. I'm gonna try. 'Cause they already know 9:30. I'll be out the door. And on top of that, I can't find my favorite bracelet. I'm pissed. She is good people. That part. Let them know. That part. Genuine from the heart. It was pretending to you being independent. I said for. Oh, it was pertaining. What the hell? It was pertaining to you being independent. I said for. Yes, still writing. I still buy you a new one. I will buy you a new one. Something about your face. I was so mad. And y'all see me looking for this when I was like, oh no, where's my favorite bracelet? Because y'all know it would have been right here on my arm. So it feels awkward. Like, but they're not being on, so don't judge me. Do you go to the what? And I haven't seen Triple J on here in a minute, so I'm getting a little concerned because this is like I haven't seen him in a minute. Sing y'all song before I go on. Love, I'm way too tired. Hello, 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 hello. This pocketbook was just gives me life, honey. Do my mom got something to eat real quick or something? Like, damn, I'm hungry. Oh, look what I found. Ew, 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 little bounce. I don't even think this. I don't know if this is my mother's or my son's. Ah! That bag is bigger than me. Yo, oh my goodness, no. Me and my son was somewhere, and I was sitting next to me and my son. Like when I came from around, my son said, "Mom," I said, "Well," he said, "You are so small." I was like, "Huh?" He said, "Man, I mean, I was sitting there, I couldn't even see you." Said, "Your mommy is small." He was like, "Dang, mom." I was like, I think as he get older, he really realizes how small I really am as his mother. My mom raised me. My mom's something. Listen, do me. Listen, ain't nothing wrong with about the country much. I'm gonna hold off till I get out of work at freaking 9:30. You need to order you something. Oh, okay. After I'm listening to me. Submissive. You're right. You're right, Double B. You're right. You're right. There's nothing that you're saying. You're right. You're right about everything. You hit the hammer on the nail. You're right. You guys, I'm gonna go. If I get back on here tonight, I don't think it's gonna be long because I'm gonna be tired from both jobs. So I love you guys. Have a good day. I gotta try to find something to eat. And I have no cash on me. God damn it. And you know when you don't want to use your card because that should be pending? That pending should drive me crazy. Um, I'll figure it out. Oh, this wasn't a lie. I like this lie. I'm about to this about to be bunch up. All right. Oh, Hero, you're just getting on. I'm sorry. They gotta understand you want more than a good time. You, you better stay married and stay handsome. That part. That part. He said they gotta understand you want more than a good time. And that's what I be telling them. I don't want to have a good time with you, baby. I want a lifestyle. I want to be your forever. I want to be your one and only. Like, take your frustration on this playground. Because well, you can have it all. You can play all night long. Because I am not complaining. You know what I'm saying? I need a man to be a man. And I will follow your lead and let you be a man. And I will be your woman. But you've got to show me consistency. And I promise you, even though my schedule is the way it is, I promise you, I will make the time for you. I will love you the way you want me to love you. I will do what you want me to do to please you as a man. Listen, cook for you, clean for you, rub your feet. Listen, you give me that consistency, you got a damn good woman in front of you. You ain't ever got to worry about being disrespected. That part. Your pride will always be respected. That part. This body will always be ready. That part, okay? Like, I will always be ready mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. I will always have your back. You will never have to worry about nothing when I'm out on the street and you home. You ain't never got to worry about it because you going to know up. Nah, I trust her. She good. You will always have an amazing woman in front of you. That's why I tell men that mess up with me. Y'all dumb. Like, not even trying to be disrespectful, but y'all dumb because I am such a good woman. I will give you that common courtesy. I will give you that communication. I will give you that time. I will give you that shoulder to cry on. I will give you that shoulder to lean on. I will sit with you in silence when you feel like you're about to lose your mind. I will be there. I will make the time for you. And I will understand I am a mother and I am a woman. And I will be a woman when you need to be me to be a woman. And I will be a mother when it's time for me to be a mother. But I will know how to separate them. You got me. You got me. Keep me. Why would you let me go? Listen, I used to be batch crazy back in the day, okay? So there was a lot of growing up that I have to do. Now that I'm here, keep me. Because if you don't, I'm out. They don't make them like that no more. Oh no, they do. They do. They do. I wanna talk with my phone. Okay, do what the hell? I don't even think I said your name right. Okay. DM said, I think everyone can think the right things to do, but most people are concerned about what the other half does instead of just functioning right without a clause to do the right thing. I agree. Double B. You had to go through the drama to find yourself, to appreciate, to grow to the woman you are now. I respect that. Thank you. You're right. Where are the women at that's like you? They're around. Um, exactly. Where are the women like you? I went through a lot, gone through a lot, understand a lot. And as I get older, I become wiser. I see people for who they are. Once you show me who you are, I'm gonna respect it. I'm not gonna disrespect you. I'm gonna move on and I'm gonna be happy. And I'm choosing me. I'm not choosing nobody else. I'm choosing to put God first and I'm gonna let the rest follow. I'm not gonna go out here looking for no man. I'm gonna let God send him to me. So I'm gonna sit on my tail. I'm gonna be a mother, a sister, a daughter, a friend, a niece, a cousin. I'm gonna be me in all aspects until the right man comes along. That's it. Pain either makes or break you, and baby, mine made me, it didn't break me. I learned from it. Look where I am. Look how I think. Look how I move. Look how I feel. I do have Instagram. Oh my goodness. I totally forgot all about that damn page. Wait, I'm gonna put it again. Again. It's hold on, I'm gonna show you because I definitely want you guys to blow that page up so I can start stretching on there because I definitely want to start doing that soon. Damn it, I think it's on my thing too. That's my Instagram, you guys. I wanted to put that up there real quick before I got off. Wait. He said, I'm going to be on the cane. That's the one that I do come around. My 11 minutes is over. I gotta go. I love you guys. I enjoyed this live. There were some things that I had to catch because I found it crazy. I own it, I acknowledge it. I'm calling myself out, right? I love you guys. Do not forget to follow my Instagram page. If you have not already done so, I gotta get to 1,000 followers so I can start going live. If you guys go to page up, I will do it just for you guys. They're all saying too. Follow me on Instagram, Amanda123BB1. All right. I love you guys. Have an amazing day, but I gotta go charge my phone because it is about to die. Have a good day. Remember, don't let nobody stop you from being you. God loves you. Love yourself. But most importantly, take care of yourself. I love you guys. Have an amazing day. Blow this page up too. Bye, guys. I love you. Have an amazing Sunday. Let's get ready for Monday. I love you. God bless you all. Bye. Love you, lovies.